Hey, it's Whitney, and welcome back to the Spring Cleaning Challenge. If you're not familiar with this, I do daily videos at 5 p.m. every day in April 2018. Today is day 13. It's Friday the 13th, the day that I'm recording this. And if you'd like to join the challenge, you can sign up right down below. There's a link with more information. It's completely free to join. All you need to do is submit your name and your email address. You'll get daily emails from me. You'll get notifications of the live videos, recordings of the live videos, and you'll also get to join a private Facebook group. And the purpose of this is for you to hold me accountable for tidying up and cleaning my home this month, and for me to hold you accountable, to inspire you, and to give you a really intimate look into my life and everything that I own. I have gone through my clothes, my books, papers, body care products. I've done a lot of mental and emotional decluttering. It's been a really amazing process. I've enjoyed every moment of it. I highly recommend that you sign up for this challenge because it has really given me a lot of aha moments, a lot of clarity, and I feel like a big weight has been lifted. And today I'm going to share with you what's in my makeup collection. I'm going to go through every single item of makeup in my makeup drawer. There may be a few things that I put in the body care bag. I just finished loading up all of my body care into one bag, and I'm going through one by one. You can see the last two videos that I did where I share some of these products, and I've got a whole system for organizing it. So if you sign up for the challenge, you get a list of all of my body care. You'll also get a list of all the makeup, so you can learn more about it. You can buy it if you want it. You can see the reviews that I have on it. And I'm really just trying to give you as much information as possible about all the things that I own and love, things that I'm getting rid of. And yeah, it's just a lot. It's a big process. The bag of body care is like completely full. It's about this tall and this wide. And I don't know, maybe that's not a lot of stuff, but it's really heavy. It's packed to the brim. And there's also, I just realized, one last section of my bathroom that I haven't gone through yet. Plus, a lot of the products that have been in my bathroom, if you saw the last two videos, I showed like the shelves here, which are completely empty right now as I organize in a different room, all the products. Some of the products that have been on these shelves are supplements, and I also keep supplements in my kitchen. So this is like such an ongoing process, and it just feels fantastic. So with no further ado, let me start showing you what's in my makeup drawer, which is right in front of me in my bathroom. I'll start off with this pouch, which needs to be cleaned because I bring this everywhere with me, and you know, the makeup kind of stains it, so it doesn't look that pretty. But this is where I carry all of the makeup that I use most frequently. My system for organizing my makeup right now is just one drawer, and as you're going to see today, there's a ton of stuff that's probably expired, things I'm not using, and so this is a really good opportunity for me to go through it all. And what's in this bag is really my favorite products, the products that I use the most, so I'm going to start with those in no particular order. Or actually, maybe I'll go in order of how I put it on. So I usually start off by putting on a foundation. I have been using some really great products from Au Naturel, and you'll see me talking about these more. I might do a dedicated video on these or my new makeup routine. And as I mentioned, if you sign up for the challenge, you'll get a link to each of the products and the reviews that I'm doing on them. So it's a really good reason to sign up. And this is just a stick foundation. So my process has been, I'm by no means like an expert at makeup. I really just, every once in a while, I'll watch some videos on it and I'll get some new ideas. But a lot of times I just put it on my face until it looks good. So with this, I've been kind of applying it like a concealer, and it's been working well. Sometimes I just use that, and sometimes I pair it with another foundation that I really liked. It's rubbing off. I've been using this for a little over 6 months now, Anika, which is really wonderful organic makeup. Highly recommend it. This container is almost done, and sometimes if I want deeper coverage, I'll combine the two together. And sometimes I'll use a powder. Where did that powder go? I don't use it very often, so I don't even know where it is. We'll come across it later. I have a lot of makeup. Then I usually put on a highlighter. So I've also been using this one from Au Naturel. I love this. It's like a shimmery gold highlighter. And again, if you sign up for the spring cleaning challenge, I will link to exactly the name of this product. And I'll probably put some of these products in the description of this video eventually. So if you don't sign up for the challenge or the challenge ends, you can still get links to all these and specifics on exactly what I'm using. So I'll put the highlighter on, and then I'll usually put my bronzer on. I've been using a combination. I'm almost out of this really great bronzer from Well People. Love this as a powdered bronzer. And then I've been combining that with this sparkly golden bronzer from Au Naturel. This is really, really nice. I love the way it looks. A little bit goes a long way. And, oh, my brushes are over on the other side of the counter. If I remember, I'll show you my brushes. I use a lot of brushes from Eco Tools, and I forget what the other brand is. I feel like it's like Green Bella or something. I don't know. If it comes to me, of course I'll link to it, but if I remember it verbally. So I put on the bronzer, then I usually put on a blush. I've been using a blush from Imani for a long time. I really like this blush. And one thing that I'm going to do as part of the spring cleaning challenge is really go through and make sure that I'm using my makeup sooner. Like I talked a lot about this in the past few days while I've been going through all my body care, is I tend to hold on to body care and like save it. So I'll use like maybe half of it, 3/4 of it, and then save the rest because I like it so much I don't want it to end. And it's been this odd mindset of just kind of like a scarcity mindset of like, oh, I don't want to use it up because then I won't have it anymore. And obviously I could just go buy more, but I think it's partially because I get a lot of these products sent to me for free to do reviews. And so, you know, that means like when I use them up, I have to go actually buy them the next time to be completely transparent. That's part of the mentality. Some of them are harder to find. Some of them are really expensive. And I'm really trying to move into a different mindset because honestly, I think it's just kind of an old habit, an old pattern of mine that isn't serving me. And it's cluttering up my home. How nice would it be if my cabinets and my drawers and my shelves had less products on them and they were all nice and organized. One of the big goals of this tidying process is to spark joy whenever I look at things in my life, and that's based on the life-changing magic of tidying up. And that's really changed my mentality. I want to have more joy in my life, as much joy as I can possibly have. And I think clutter can rob us of joy because it can feel really like a weight on us. And that's part of the reason that when we tidy up, we tend to feel like a weight has lifted and we feel a lot more joy in our life. And yeah, so I want to say hi to Green Dragon. And Green Dragon asked if I'm going to watch the Boston Marathon because I'm from Massachusetts. I wasn't thinking of it. Maybe. I don't watch a ton of TV or sports unless like other people I know are watching them. So we'll see. Perhaps. I don't even know when it is, so you might have to tell me. I've never actually seen the Boston Marathon live, but I think I've been in town for it. Maybe when I was in college. I'm sure it must have happened like right down the street from me, but I've never actually gone and watched it. That I can remember. Maybe I've watched part of it. I'm not sure. Anyways, back to the makeup. So foundation, bronzer, highlighter, and blush. And I just blend everything in. I like to go for really natural looks. And then I usually put on my eye makeup. So I've been loving this from Anika, this really nice powdered eyeshadow. And I use this pretty much every day. And I combine, there's two colors. It's a dark brown and this like sparkly gray. And I'll combine the two of them on the top lid. And then I'll just use the brown one to line my bottom lid. And I just love the way it looks because it looks a lot more natural than an eyeliner, which I do have, but I haven't used in a while because of that method. And I have been experimenting with this eyeshadow from Au Naturel. I really don't like this applicator. This is the one product from Au Naturel that I'm just not thrilled with. It's a great color, but it's got this roll-on application that doesn't work very well unless I'm not applying it right. So I want to do a little bit more research, and maybe I've been thinking of like trying to take it out of the container and just put it into like a little pot or something like that so it's easier to put on my eyes. And oh, sometimes I use this on my eyes too. I'll use another highlighter. This one's called Unicorn Dust. Love this. It's a really pretty, just shimmery white highlighter that I'll usually apply to the inside corners of my eyes and sometimes over my eyes and then down around the side over here. And it just kind of has that nice pretty white shimmer. And then I'll apply mascara. I think I need to get a new mascara. It's gotten really messy looking, but I love this one from Lily Lolo. And I have to look and see, maybe some of you guys know, but I don't know off the top of my head how often you're supposed to switch out your mascara. I think I got this at the end of last year, so I don't think it's been 6 months yet, but I feel like mascara should be swapped out every 6 months or so. So I'm probably due for more of that. I used to have a really bad tendency of like keeping makeup around for a long time. And lastly, I'll do my lipstick. So I've been using a variety of different lipsticks. I have tried with this Late Cosmetics. I love that it comes in this little bamboo container, and it's a really pretty pink. It's pretty like strong. It's bold, even though it's a light pink. So I like to combine that with others. And my favorite lately has been this one from Kat Von D. It's this matte liquid lipstick. And if you've ever seen in the past, like I got this, I think it was in October. And if you've seen me wearing like a nice bold matte lipstick, it's like a nice deep rich red. It's probably this one. I get a lot of compliments on it. Love that. And I've played around with this one from Cherie Cosmetics. This is also a matte lipstick, a liquid matte. And it's okay. It's not my favorite color. Sometimes I'll combine the two of them to make this a little lighter in color. And those are the products that I've been using the most recently. And now I'm going to dive in and show you what's been hanging out in my drawer. Some of these things probably have expired, need to go. As I mentioned, if you sign up for the Spring Cleaning Challenge, use the link down below. You're going to get a link to all of the makeup I use and just like things that I have used and maybe threw away because it's ready to go. And I'm probably going to put notes in there like how often you should replace things like mascara, because some people know these things and other people like me just don't. And you end up accumulating a lot of makeup and such. So I'm going to move some things out of the way here and just go in random order with whatever I pick up next. So I'm going to try to finish using this. This is a compact of a cream foundation from Imani that I really liked. And this is another great example of a product that I didn't finish using because I didn't want it to end. So this is like my weird way of resisting the end of something and the loss of something. And I think that's probably going to show up in my life in probably bigger ways that I'm not realizing. I'm a big believer in clearing limiting beliefs and old stories and patterns out. And I feel like the things that we do in small ways in our lives reflect the things and the mindsets that we have about bigger things in our lives. So if I've been resisting using up a foundation because I don't want it to end, what else am I resisting in my life because I don't want it to end? Food for thought. And, ooh, this is a lipstick I liked for a while. It actually wasn't a natural one, so I think it's time to get rid of this. It's NYX. And also, some of these things I've just acquired over time, so I'll double check to make sure that everything is 100% vegan. Every once in a while, I get a piece of body care or something sent to me in a gift bag and I use it and then realize down the line that it's not fully vegan. So I try to I only buy vegan products, but every once in a while, something just ends up in a gift bag and I'm like, oh, this is really great. And I'm not being super conscious about it. And then I'll realize later on that I've been using something that has beeswax in it or a non-vegan dye or something. So I'll be sure to double check everything like this. I'm pretty sure that I've checked that one before. But next up, I have Pacifica's Rainbow Crystals Highlighter. This is a product that I haven't quite figured out how to use effectively. It's a highlighter similar to that unicorn dust, and it's really pretty, but it's really strong. And I haven't learned how to like apply it properly and blend it into my face properly. So I'm gonna play around with this more. And it comes in a few different shades, so maybe it's just not the ideal shade for me. I'm not sure. Next up, this should probably go as well. This was a foundation from Imani that I also didn't want to let go of, and I think there's probably like nothing left in here. Yep, this one's ready to be recycled. One thing I want to learn more about too is how to properly recycle makeup containers and all of that. I'm not even 100% sure that they can be recycled, and if you have to wash them out first. So I should probably do some more research on that process. This is super old. I think this has got to go too. I really, really liked this compact from Nouveau Organica, and it's, as you can see, has seen better days, but these two, there was like a foundation, I think a blush, and then there was a really pretty silvery brown, or no, goldish brown that I liked a lot, but it's definitely worn out. So that's going. I'm going to organize my stuff into piles of things I need to use, things I need to get rid of. So I need to figure out all the ways to recycle, and I will include those details somewhere in the challenge. One product that I don't use a ton because I just haven't seen much of the purpose is finishing powders. So if anybody here has some great details about finishing powders, I actually think I did a video about finishing powders years ago, and I forgot about what the purpose is. I think it mainly is to, oh yeah, it says right here, extend foundation coverage and to give extra staying power. So basically I think it reduces like any glare or what's the word, shininess on your face, and it keeps things in place. So I probably should use this, but I have to check and see if this one has expired yet. I don't know how long finishing powders last, but that one is years old. And Dory99 says, I'm with you. I can never figure out how to use intense highlighters. Yeah, I'm confused by it. This needs to go for sure. Also years, like I got this in like 2014, I think. Maybe 2015, but I'm pretty sure this is at least 3 years old. So you should not be keeping makeup around for that long, especially stuff that's going on your lips. But I really, really like this. This is Imani's Organic Lip Shine. So that's going to be recycled. And then I have another finishing powder. This one is fairly new. This was RMS Beauty's Unpowder. And I don't know what that means, but this one is to minimize shine. Okay. I don't know why it's called an unpowder, but that's what that is. And this one is a foundation that is not quite the right shade for me. So I just had to like apply it very carefully and like, I guess I could use this as a bronzer, but I have to see if this is expired yet. This is Lorem. Makes really, really nice foundations, so highly recommend their foundations. And Kitty Lovekill says, this is making me want to clean out my collection tomorrow. Highly, highly recommend it. It is really refreshing to go through everything. Lipstick from Imani. I have to check the expiration on this. I feel like I've had this for a couple years. And it wasn't my favorite. I tried playing around with it. I really wanted to experiment with bolder lip colors, and I don't know. I don't know if it works for me. So I gotta think about that one and see about it. This is also this is brand new, and it's super dark. It's like more like a purpley lip shade. I wore it a couple times, and one time somebody said that they really liked it on me. It was like a complete stranger. So I will maybe experiment with this more. This is called Lime Crime. And by the way, I'm not wearing any makeup at all right now. So, oh, okay. So here's one of the brushes I meant to tell you earlier. I called it Green Bella. That's not the brand name at all. I don't even know why I said that. I think it's because it's green, and I think I knew it started with a B. It's Bedellum Tools. And this one I don't use very frequently. Every once in a while I'll use this to apply lipstick on. I'm not even sure what this one is for, but I have a whole collection of products from them, which are really nice. And again, I will link to that. This should definitely go. Why do I keep this stuff? I loved this when I had it. Again, I got this probably 3 years ago, Jane Iredale. And this was like a lipstick and chapstick combo. So it was like a moisturizing lipstick, or I don't know what they call it, but I'll put that on the list because that was really nice. I got this little sample of foundation from Anika, which I need to use up. And Everyday Minerals. I was so into Everyday Minerals for a while, and I had this really great kit from them that had a bunch of their products. This is their finishing dust. I have more finishing dust than I know what to do with. And what is in here? I think that I was just using this as a container for various things. So when I run out of products, this was a Lima Pure. It was a foundation, and it was really nice. When I ran out of it, I started putting other things in here, and maybe I can use a container like this for that Au Naturel eyeshadow I was talking about. Putting it in, this is a little too big, but putting it in a pot of product that I had already finished using, and that might work out very nicely. Dory99 says, I'd be interested to find out how to recycle old makeup. It never feels great just throwing them away. Agreed. So I will put that in the notes for the spring cleaning challenge. Kitty Loves Kale says you can tone down a bold lipstick with a lighter gloss. Yes, I do that very frequently. And then Rebecca Louise asked, maybe it's for tracing the Cupid's bow. Is Cupid's bow this? Is that what this is called, or is it different? Or what is this? This has another... I don't know. You'll have to tell me because I don't know what that term means. But what were you referring to? I'm trying to think what product I just mentioned. All right, this should go to. This was a concealer that I used for a while from Mineral Fusion. It had rave reviews. I liked it. It's pretty forgettable, to be honest, but it served its purpose. So this is a good, inexpensive, natural. What's the word? Concealer. I just don't use concealers that much. I've been using Au Naturel's foundation as a concealer lately, and it's been working well. I went through a phase with this tool, but it broke, so I'll come across the other piece in a minute, tell you more about this. And also I tried really hard to utilize this brow product. My brows are one part of my face I don't pay a ton of attention to. They've been greatly ignored lately, so they could use some work. I've always had really full brows, and part of me just does not care about them, but I got this to try to care more, and so I would use this to brush my brows and stylize them, but it's one part of my face I'm just not that concerned about, and fortunately, I think that fuller brows are more in style, so I don't know if I should keep this. This kind of goes into that, like, should you keep something as a just-in-case product? It's really not that expensive, but we'll see. I have to think about that. And, Cupid's bow is the upper lip crease. I guess I was greatly mistaken there. So thank you guys for clearing that up for me. See, I learn a lot from you too. Here's another brush from Eco Tools that I don't use very often. I have to look into what that one is for. And it's funny, I get a lot of samples for makeup removers. This is from NaturCare. They actually are more known for their female hygiene products. So this is, I think, on the newer end for them. I will link to this. This did expire already, so I think I should just throw this out or use this like in the next week or something. See, it's very good to go through things and see if it's expired. But I'm not a big fan of makeup remover cloths. Like, I just want to wash my face. But they definitely do help in helping you get rid of a lot of makeup, because sometimes, face wash, it doesn't get everything off unless you're using a good exfoliator. Wow, I have so many things. I'm going to get rid of this. This is a product that I really, really liked, and it's like, holding on to it, there's like nothing left in this. And I'll double check. I'm pretty sure I already checked this one, but just off the top of my head, I'm not 100% sure that it's fully vegan. I don't think this is like a natural. This is in like a gift bag that I got. And this is the NYX Wonder Stick. I really liked this. So if this is vegan, I'll mark it in the little spreadsheet of all my products, so you can look further into it. And if it's not vegan, then I'll put a note that it isn't vegan. But I did like the idea of it because it was like a stick bronzer and stick highlighter, and it just worked super well. And a bunch of brushes that I don't use very much. I'll go through phases where I'll use this one. I forget where I got this. And then this one from Medellin. I guess like if I'm applying the powder foundation, they're helpful. I think this is ready to go. This was my favorite mascara before I got the Lily Lolo. The Pacifica's mascara is really great. And another makeup tool I don't use very frequently from Eco Tools. And more lipstick that needs to go. It's just been sitting around in my drawer. I haven't used this in a long time, from Imani. Forgetting now what these different sections are for. I created like all these different sections for products, and I have no idea. Oh well, I'll figure it out later. It feels so good to clean out this drawer. This should probably go. This is a matte liquid liner, again from NYX. I got a ton of products from them. And I don't know, I went through the matte liquid liner phase for a while, but this is probably expired. I definitely got this in probably 2000. I don't know why I said definitely and probably, but I know I got this before the end of 2016. I would guess it was probably early 2016, end of 2015. So it's been a while. And same with this. I had a ton of their liquid mattes. I used to do the winged eyeliner a lot, but it's kind of a pain in the butt. I don't like spending that much time doing my makeup. This, I don't even know what brand this was. This is a mascara. No clue. Caps for things. This is a product I wasn't using that much. It's a part of this kit I got from Everyday Minerals. It's a color corrector. It's a mint color, but I would apply it and didn't really notice that much difference. So I think that's got to go. More brushes. Oh, this is so old. Oh my gosh. This is from this brand. I don't even remember what, I think maybe it's called the All Natural Face. I don't even know if they're still in existence. It was a really small brand that you could buy on like Etsy or something like that. And they sent me a ton of their products. So that'll be recycled. This, I completely forgot I had. And see, none of these have dates on them. So I just have to kind of guess and see. I guess if I don't know the date, then it's probably time to get rid of it. But I'll double check and see what's recommended. I feel like a lot of liquid products, anything that has moisture in it, probably should be used within the year. But I'm not very well educated about that, so I will do some research, and I don't even want to recommend this one because it's so forgettable. It was kind of neat. I must have gotten this as a gift in like a bag or something. It was neat because it had this pretty shimmery color to it. So maybe I'll try it out and just see if I'm ready to discard that. This is a product I never really use. This is Alima Pure's liner. It was an indigo eye pencil. Never used that. Or, I think I tried it and then it was just not for me. Some more Imani blush that needs to go. And I did like this, but this is ready to go. This is a really cool Imani purple eyeshadow. Let's run its course. More of the mascara that I don't know where it came from because it's all rubbed off. And let's see what else. More brushes. So many brushes that I haven't been using. I was using this liner from Pacifica a lot. I would put this in the corners of my eyes, but I haven't used that in a while. I like the effect of having a little white color in the corner. It helps brighten up your eyes. And I was really into using their brown eyeshadow pencil too. And this is a really old vegan lip gloss. Actually, I would recommend this because it's from a local company in LA called Pomegranate, and they make their own body care. So I'll put that on the list for you. Little samples of foundation. Also samples of lipstick. No idea where this came from. This drawer is going to feel so empty after this. More NYX Studio Liner. This must be vegan because I had so many products from them. But again, I'm going to double check because I don't want anybody to buy something that's not vegan if that's what they want. Oh, it actually has the ingredients listed on here. I don't see anything that isn't vegan, so I feel pretty confident, but I'll double check for you. That's going. More samples. Something like, oh yeah, I forgot I had this too. What is this? Oh, this is kind of cool. I would like to play around with this. This is a vintage cake liner. So it's an eyeliner in like this powdery cake form, and I've never touched it. So I'm gonna put that on my list to play around with. That looks fun. This was a big disappointment. This little palette from Pacifica was horrible. So bad. So don't recommend that one at all. Not happy about that purchase. And then I forgot I had this lipstick from Anika. Really, it was like a brownish red that I don't think I loved, but I'll give it another try. I just forgot about it. More samples. More Imani. I had so many products from Imani. I love them. I used to use this all the time. It's a really pretty brown goldish eyeshadow, but I forgot about that. So, if you forget about something, you probably shouldn't be keeping it around. This I would like to play around with more. It's a flat brush. It was a unicorn brush. I got this from the Goddess Provisions box. I don't know if they made this, but it's really cool if you're kind of like doing a light dusting of something. But I don't have any I think this is really great for highlighter, and I don't have any powdered highlighter, so I don't really have much use for that right now. Oh, here was the makeup samples. Ilia, they're actually really good. This is a good lipstick company, so they're all organic, and I will link to this brand as well if you want to check them out. Another lipstick I forgot about. Wow. So many shades of lipstick that I just forget about because they're a little too bold for everyday usage for me. But I do want to play around with them more before I get rid of them. This was from, who made this? Beauty Counter in Santa Monica. I love the container for that. It's really pretty. More stuff from Everyday Minerals. So like I said, they had a really good little kit. I used to use their multitasking concealer a lot. And this Oliver shimmer that they had. There might be a little left to use, but there's also the color corrector brightener that I just never found a use for. This was pretty nice from Mineral Fusion. This little palette right here. I forgot I had this. Maybe I'll use it a little bit more. We'll see. This I tried to use and it just made no sense to me. This is from Coco Kind, and it's a tinted moisture stick is what they call it. And I guess you could I don't know if you were supposed to put it on as lipstick. It was super light, or you can use it as blush, but it's wasn't my thing. Maybe if you really want super natural look, but for me this just did not work well. Entering the finish line, just a few more products to go. More lipstick from Imani. I had no idea I had this many lipsticks. Because I use the same lipstick every day. And this one I think has got to go. This was not for me. This is an NYX product. And this was a butter gloss. It was super bold. I have trouble putting on liquid lipsticks. I feel like they just kind of get all over the place. You have to, unless I'm using a brush with it. So wasn't feeling that one. More Everyday Minerals. Oh, this was kind of nice. This is a rose primer, but I'm not a huge fan of powdered primers like this. I guess maybe for my eyes. We'll see. Maybe I'll give that a little bit more time. I really, really like this. This was Well People's Brightener Stick in Moonshine. It's super pretty. Maybe I should use this up before I toss that because I forgot I had that too. And this was a sample of Anika's primer, which I don't even remember using, so give that a little bit more chance. I'm going to toss these Everyday Minerals. Give me these samples, and they're not very memorable either. For me, at least, right? This is all opinion, right? Makeup is such a personal thing. And Dory99 said, I wish more things came in smaller packages or sample sizes. I, like you, have so many things that get bad or go old before I use them. Yeah, but I find like the smaller packages for makeup are a little awkward to use. Like, a good example is these products from Everyday Minerals. Like, I can't really dip my brushes in them, so I have to use like a different container or something to really get my big foundation brushes in there. And then Everyday Minerals had like little packets where they put loose powder in that made no sense to me. So I like the bigger containers. So I think it's more really helpful to try the product before you buy it. And if you know that you really like it, then you buy it at the good size. And, you know, if you're not into it, and sometimes we just buy things that we don't end up liking, and that does feel wasteful. But the part of the challenge of doing this spring cleaning challenge, and the reason I'm cleaning out my drawer right now, is to be aware of what I have and make a plan to use it. So this is from NYX. This was a eyebrow gel. I mean, I use this with the eyebrow. I would apply this on here, but it was super awkward, and like I would kind of try to brush it into my eyebrows because I think it's on this one, a little like gap. My eyebrows are a little oddly shaped. So every once in a while I'd play around with this, but I'm going to discard this because it was not used enough. And then this is also an eyeliner that wasn't used enough. So I got to figure out how to recycle that. Whitening strips. I can't even say this. Whitening strips from Oral Essentials. I'm going to send this to somebody because my teeth actually could use some natural whitening. But honestly, I've tried these and they're a little awkward. So I think I'm actually going to try to do more of the charcoal on my teeth and see if that works. I'm planning on doing a whole video on the benefits of using activated charcoal products. So stay tuned for that. I mentioned this earlier. I think this is time that it goes. It's so gross. Oh my gosh. I got this brush from Bdellium because the style of brush was really popular and I was curious about it, but it fell apart and it just got like thick and gross from all the foundations. It's just like a super cheap brush, so do not recommend this. I gotta figure out how to properly dispose of that. And I think that might be it. Oh, actually one more product. Oh, this was really great. I used like every bit of this, but I kept it because there was a little bit left in there. And I was like, maybe one day I'll use the rest of it. This is one of my favorites. This is also from Imani. This is a special blush that had this beautiful gold tint to it. It's gorgeous. One of my favorites. All right, so that is my makeup collection. I need to do some actual cleaning of this drawer. I'm going to put everything that I mentioned today into a beautiful spreadsheet so you can learn more about them, and you can purchase any of them if you'd like. Let me check out the live questions. Rainbow asked, how often do you wear makeup? I probably wear it a few times a week. I very frequently would wear it every time I did a video, but honestly, I'm at a stage in my life where I just want to be more me and transparent, authentic, honest. Like, why do I need to cover up my face with a ton of makeup? So I really only like doing makeup if I like feel like it's super important for me to have that makeup look. So some videos I'll put makeup on for. I usually wear makeup if I'm going out to a party. So last night I went out to a really nice party and spent some time putting on makeup. But usually it takes me like 20 to 30 minutes max to do my makeup. And I can actually do a pretty decent job of my makeup in 5 to 10 minutes. So it depends. It depends if I feel like it's it's hard to even describe because I don't like to use the word necessary. And I feel like makeup is just really a personal choice. And it's really your comfort level. Like sometimes I just feel more comfortable wearing makeup. Like if I know that I'm going to be in photos or something, if I'm doing a photo shoot, certain videos, as I mentioned, certain events. But more and more, I just kind of want to embrace natural beauty. And that's why it's been really nice to not wear makeup that much for these videos. So that's why I'm not wearing any right now. And that is that. I think I forgot to mention this one from Imani. This was a loose blush powder that I just really didn't use that much. So much more a fan of the pressed powder that they have. All right. Well, thank you for being part of my makeup journey. As I mentioned, if you join the challenge, which is linked down below, you'll get a link to a spreadsheet. The spreadsheet's already live, so I've added a few products in there, but I'm going to add a ton. There's probably going to be like hundreds of products, and they'll be organized in some sort of way, so it's easier for you to find makeup and body care, supplements, all these different things that I've been using, and I'll be writing in reviews or linking to reviews that I've done on them to make it easy for you to learn more about them. I'll be back here tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific time. I just realized that I'll probably be at a party tomorrow at that time. I am going to a party that's kind of far away, and I think I'm carpooling, so you might get to see like a little glance into my social life, and I'll just check in with you because I'm dedicated to doing these videos every day at 5 p.m. for the month of April 2018. If you would like to sign up for the challenge, that's linked down below. You'll get daily emails from me. You'll get reminders of the videos. You'll get links to the recordings of all the videos. You'll get to join the private Facebook group, and you'll get special things like a spreadsheet of all the products that I use so that you can learn more about them. Thank you so much for watching today. And let me answer a few more questions. Rainbow said, what are your thoughts about minimalism? I don't know too much about the minimalist lifestyle yet. I would love to learn a lot more. So to me, doing this tidying up process is really living more minimalist, but I think minimalism tends to have a little bit stricter standards. So yeah, I would love to learn more about it, and I think it's really, really lovely. I actually live in a really small home, so I kind of like have been living minimalist, but just recognizing through doing this 30-day challenge, I have a lot of stuff. I mean, the fact that I'm creating a spreadsheet with like hundreds of products that I'm either keeping or discarding but have had, it's just bringing so much awareness to me, and realizing that this is all my makeup. Like, this is the makeup that I use the most often, and the rest of the stuff I mentioned to you, like, I barely ever use it. So just trying to be more aware of what I have in my life is really important to me, and I think that falls into the minimalist lifestyle. And Kitty said it's good to let skin breathe without makeup. I actually recommend. Kaya, you're so sweet. I love that. Maybe it's your statement look. Thank you. I think that's nice too. Rebecca asked, have I started meditating more? Yes, I've meditated every morning this week for at least 10 minutes, and it feels amazing. This morning I woke up and I didn't even look at my clock until after I finished meditating. So I don't even know what time I woke up and how long I was meditating for, which was really cool. So my goal is to meditate for at least half an hour to 45 minutes every morning before I do anything. And it's been a really nice process, so I'm really thrilled about it and would highly recommend it. All right, I will see you tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific if you want to join live. I'll also see you in your email inbox when I send the next email if you join the challenge. Thank you so much for watching live, joining the challenge, being in my life, holding me accountable, and inspiring me. I hope that you're learning some things along my journey, and I can't wait to see you for the next phase of it tomorrow. Bye.